Right, well, you join us here at Martley Fields with Lioncourt Homes. You have Sophie in the back and Heather in the front. And today we are going to give you a tour back to Worcester because it's come up once or twice that people think Martley might be a bit far out for them, and we just want to show you that actually it's not too far away. So, ladies, are we happy? Let's get going. We're going to point out some of the features of this development whilst we're travelling back, and also some of the features of the areas we're going to travel through as well. So it's saying on the sat nav 19 minutes door to door. This is going to take us to, we thought we'd go for the bridge on New Road by the River Severn because we think that's a pretty central spot. So here we are, Martley Fields. Heather, I'm going to be quizzing you as we go.
Okie
You know the drill, you know what's coming. So let's point out the features whilst we're here in the village of Martley. So we've just come past a little bit of a skate park, play area, and then here you have Martley Cricket Club, which Soph is panning to on the right hand side, so we'll edit it in so you can see. You've also got a newly built bar that's recently been installed, which is called the Tap and Run, but hopefully you can see over there. Basketball courts, loads of space to run around, just a really good thing. If you've got kids and you're thinking about village life, then there are places for the kids to go, and they're within 200 metres of Martley Fields, so really accessible. And what do we have on our left now, Heather?
We've got the Crown, which is a pub, and they've also got a cafe. Recently been renovated. It's lovely in there. We've been, haven't we?
We have indeed. There's a man in a fellow shuffle. We've got our Nicol Co shuffles on, so I thought I'd better let him out.
But yeah, it's lovely in there.
And there's Jasmine.
There is.
And what else do we have on our left?
We've got a village shop and also a petrol station should you need it.
So for a village to have a shop, a petrol station, I mean, that's something that you wouldn't get in many villages. But we're about to arrive at one of the things that most people move to the village of Martley for, which is Chantry High School. It's a very, very popular school. I remember in all my years, and there's been a few of them that I've been an estate agent, this has been one of the places people wanted to get into catchment for because of its reputation, because of its Ofsted results. And also, we were talking about a minute ago, there's a leisure centre as well on site, essentially, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just through there.
So just to our left, and as you pull in there on the right-hand side was the leisure centre, and then on the right-hand side, you've got the Church of England, Martley Church of England Primary School. So it is literally all within the first 3 minutes of us driving. We have seen schools, cricket pitch, bar, cafe, restaurant. It's all here. It's literally all here in Martley. So now we are on our journey back to Worcester. And whilst we're doing it, let's tell you a little bit about Lioncourt Homes, because they're a developer that we've worked with for, I think, 7 or 8 years now. And they've actually been trading for and building homes for 20 years. So well-established name. They are based in Worcester. They cover a lot of Worcestershire. They've got quite a few developments that we'll be supporting them on in the coming years. But also they do go up as far as Stoke-on-Trent, and they also go down as far as Gloucester as well. But their kind of primary focus and a real patch for them is this location. And you'll see the Lioncourt name in Lysington currently, in Martley, in Rushwick. And also they have a future development coming in Fernal Heath, which we can tell you a little bit more about if you get in touch with us on that one. So please don't hesitate to get in touch. And it's a good day to come out and do this, because yesterday it was confirmed they were in receipt of their 12th year of being a HBF 5-star builder, which is pretty phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, consecutive years as well.
Consecutive years. And I read the report, not the full report back to back, but one of the things that making it the 12th year was even more important was actually the scoring systems got harder. You have to get a higher score now than you could previously, and Lioncourt didn't just get that score, they actually surpassed it by about 0.4 points. So like a good, I think it was meant to be, I'm going to risk getting this wrong, I think it was 4.19 had to be scored, and they got something like 4.54, so significantly exceeded the expectations required. And I posted on my LinkedIn about what get measured gets improved, and that's the way that these guys work, obviously by putting themselves ahead for being a HBF 5-star builder. There's certain criteria they have to meet. The feedback from customers is always very important to them. The journey, not just from when they have their offer accepted, but all the way through to after they've completed and the day that the keys get handed over. All these things are being measured. So It's great for you if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to buy a new build, a bit scared, heard bad things about them. That can give you some comfort. The HBF 5-star award for their 12th consecutive year will really give you the comfort that you need. So, Heather, tell me a little bit about Martley Fields. How many units are there on Martley Fields to come?
There are 83 in total, with a range of 2, 3, 4 and 5 bedroom properties. At the moment we've currently got 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes available to buy, with prices starting from £290. Sorry.
No problem, I asked you the question. We've just gone past the Cobb House, so that, if I remember rightly, it's a cafe. It's got not wild animals, but it's got a farmyard animal, so if you're thinking of things for the kids to do, activities, places to go, the Cobb House is a popular location that we've just gone past. So sorry, Heather, we'll go back to what
Okay.
we're here about Martley Fields anyway, so let's talk about it.
So yeah, we've got a range of 2, 3 and 4 beds available at the moment, more 5 beds to come. But it's a nice small development. Doesn't feel like you're on a big estate at all.
No.
Got nice private roads with houses down them. Yeah, it's quite a nice little, well, it is a very nice little development, perfect for families, or if you're looking to downsize, or if you're looking to start a family as well, obviously with the schools and everything that Martley has to offer.
Yes, indeed. And phase 1's been really popular, hasn't it? We seem to be moving on to the back now.
Yeah, definitely. We're over 50% build completion now, so not long to go.
No. And then just could you talk to the listener or watcher through some of the features that they can expect from a Lioncourt home?
Yeah, so as standard, you'll have your fitted appliances in the kitchen. You'll also have turf to the rear garden, EV charging points, outside tap, a lot of items that you'd usually have to pay extra for with other home builders. It does come as standard, but the specification of the homes as well really stand out. I think it's definitely worth coming to have a look to find out for yourself, to actually see what there is to offer, because photos don't always do it justice, I don't think.
No, and for all the content that Sophie and her team put out, there's still nothing beats actually coming to see them in the flesh, so definitely worthwhile. And your situation, if your situation is that you haven't listed your home yet, don't worry. Actually, that might play into your hands, because there's different options available with Lioncourt Homes. There's part exchange, which, as it sounds, if you've ever heard about part exchange in a car, you'll have valuations carried out on your properties. An offer will be made for your property. You then don't need to worry about having viewings taking place to find yourself a buyer, because the deal you will do with Lioncourt and their third party will basically mean that this house is sold. You've sold your property and it's going to go through. You'll fix your date with Lioncourt Homes. Obviously, they'll be building to the date that we're all aiming for, and it doesn't matter to you if your house then went on the market for another 6 months. The part exchange deal is done. The other option for you is assisted move. An assisted move is, as it sounds, it's not the part exchange offering, but essentially what it allows you to do is Lioncourt will reserve the plot for you, and during that period of time you will instruct an estate agent, probably with help from Lioncourt Homes, hopefully someone that they've dealt with before that they feel would be right for your situation, and that estate agent will then be trying to get your property sold. You'll have it reserved for a period of 4 weeks and then reviewed, but it allows you to reserve a plot that you fall in love with and then get your home on the market. It's quite a nice way of working it, and with our offices in Droitwich, Worcester and Malvern, we're actually working on, I think, about 9 or 10 assisted moves at the moment with Lioncourt.
Yeah, so we've completed a few already as well.
Yeah, so it's a really tangible way of being able to get your purchase through whilst you have a property to sell. Most people do. At this level of the market, most people aren't coming with from rented accommodation. They do have a property to sell, and this is the easiest way for you to secure the plot you're desperate for, but also then get your property sold for the best price that is physically possible. Of course, if you are proceedable, then by all means you can just go and negotiate directly with Lioncourt Homes. We'll arrange the viewings for you, and we can give you access to what plots they have available. We've got price lists, we've got site plans, we've got all the information. Some of it's on our website, a lot of it is in Heather's head because she knows a lot about it. So the site is staffed as well, so we're just talking through the hours that people are there for.
Yeah, they are, both sites now, Rushwick and Martley, are both open 7 days a week, which is good. 10 o'clock till 5:30.
I just forgot to mention that we've just gone past the pub now. We're in Lower Broadheath. We're heading through Lower Broadheath. Can I put you on the spot and remember the pub name?
The Bell.
The Bell. There we are. Well done. So we're getting closer to Worcester now already. We're only 9 minutes away, and it's a nice little journey. Never too much traffic on the roads, which is always pleasant, because if you're trying to get yourself ready for the day ahead, you don't want to be stuck in a load of traffic, and if you're trying to unwind from your day that you've had, you again don't want to have the hassle of being delayed on the way home. So there's actually a day nursery here as well, so if you do have a child that's of that age and you wanted to put them in nursery on your way into work, this route would come in handy. Popular day nursery just there that we've just gone past. So if you had some questions for us last time we tried to do one of these, so have you got anything that you want to throw our way?
Yeah, why would you recommend a Lioncourt home over
Other developers, which we would never name, of course. Who's going first? Me?
Yeah,
Give you time to think about it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. From me, having worked with them for 8 years, I don't hear bad things after people have completed on them, and that's a real positive. There are a lot of different developers out there offering a lot of different shapes and sizes, and construction ways that they build the properties as well can differ. But I found from the service that Lioncourt have given the people, it's always been very positive. We spoke to one of the staff today about how many cups of tea she's going to get from the staff, because she's about to get promoted to another role within the company. And all the local residents, you know, they feel like they've been on the journey with this sales executive first, and now gets to see her progress into her next role with the company. They're just a lovely group to work for. I won't waffle on anymore. I'll let you have your go. Tesco's Express on the left-hand side, though, just before we do carry on. Yeah, we're into St John's now, essentially, so we're not far away from the city at all. Over to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I think they make it very personal to you as well. Obviously, not everybody's move is the same. And obviously, depending on what stage you build at, you can obviously personalise the home to how you'd want it as well. So just like your kitchen colours, your worktop colours, and then if you've got extras such as wardrobes, you can choose all of that. But yeah, they do make it very personal to you.
Yeah, and then there's things like NHBC guarantees and warranties and all the things that kind of take the stress out of it. If you're buying a second-hand home, obviously you're reliant on a survey taking place, but there will be some things that will come up, no doubt, along the way, whereas when you're buying a new build, it's going to have a very, very high energy efficiency rating, so cost of everything goes up all the time, but like your bills will hopefully not be more than you've been experiencing in your smaller second-hand home. And also those warranties are in place so that if anything were to go wrong in a short space of time, that they would be sorted and fixed. It really just gives you that bit of comfort, really, I suppose. And that's why I think a lot of people do buy new build, and then they buy new build again. They don't just do it once, they do it a couple of times. But we've obviously got to get you to site first so you can come and see for yourself. So that, I think, is a big thing. If you wanted to get yourself over to the developments, there are 3 available locally. If you wanted to go to Lynton, Rushwick or Martley, whichever one's closest to you, they'll give you a chance to see a little bit of what the properties are like. But of course, if you go to Martley, we can then talk you through the site layout, what units are still available, what's to come. As Heather mentioned, there's some 5 beds to come down the line as well. And yeah, it will give you a chance to really understand what they have to offer.
I've got another question as well.
Go for it.
You lightly touched on reasons why people buy new build, but do you have one specific reason maybe why you would consider going new build as well?
Yes, personally, I like the ease of it, if I'm honest with you. I think the ease of the purchase transaction, because at the moment people are probably hearing it's a bit of a buyer's market. There's lots of people competing for buyers' eyes. But if I was looking to purchase a new build, it would be because I could just list my house either with them as an assisted move, or just do a part exchange with them, and then it's done and dusted. I don't have to worry about the viewings. I don't have to, obviously I'll allow the house to be nice and tidy, ready for any viewings taking place via the agent, but I don't have to worry about those outcomes because my deal will be done. So that, I think, would be my reason.
Yeah, I think very similar to you. It's very, I mean, you can put your own stamp on it as soon as you move in. Everything's done, no work to be done. And then you've got the peace of mind, obviously, of NHBC warranty. not that I would expect anything to go wrong with it, but some people, if you're so used to buying second-hand properties, I think you would expect there to be a couple of issues, whereas when you buy new build, although you have got this warranty for peace of mind, I think buying new in itself is a positive for sort of being able to move straight in, not having any issues, and just being able to not worry about anything. And bills, like you said, very energy efficiency, so will probably cost less than what you pay at the moment with your air source heat pump, and for heating to the ground floor with some of the 3 and 4 and 5 beds.
Well remembered. Almost got a bit of a sales in there as well. Like
Yeah.
dipped into the sales tactics. So we are now here. We are just coming through St John's. We've come down, or coming onto the Hilton Road. We've got the cathedral in front of us. I'm sure Soph might be able to pick up on that in a moment. But I think that proves the point that it has taken us less than 19 minutes. I haven't been speeding. I think my sat nav was taking us into the middle of the city. So it's taken us about 16 minutes to get to where we are right now. And if you worked in St John's, it would take you less time. If you work in the city centre, it might take you a few minutes more. But it proves the point that that journey, we've had us waffling on whilst we've been going through it, that's not a bad journey at all. So Martley Fields with Lioncourt Homes, lots of choice still available, lots of options for you if you're looking to sell your property. If you have nothing to sell, then by all means, please do come to site as well. You'll be in a very strong position. Some of the properties that they have finished are ready to be occupied as well. So the transaction could be quick enough for you to still move in during this springtime and be ready and settled, ready for summer. But we'll sign off here. Thank you for joining us on our journey back from Martley Fields into Worcester. See you very soon.